As you do know by looking at the teams right now, we do have Janna's ultimate 2-stop, quite a lot of them. We've got Maokai's, which is an AoE. What do you say? I wouldn't call it a channel. I don't know. I suppose it is kind of a channel without him channeling it in it. Oh my god. Right, so here we go. Team Apex versus Team TANYA. So we've got Clairvoyance coming down there on both teams. Yep, both teams on the platforms as always. We've seen the standard items being bought at the start there. We're seeing boots and health pots. We're seeing the fairy charms, health pots and whatever. We're seeing actually a Doran's blade on Ezreal for a starting item. That's a bit different. I've normally ever seen the AD carries go boots and 3 pots. Maokai with a Doran's ring as his first item. Now it looks like they're actually going to go for an invade on their blue, and Team Apex is on the other side of them right now, so that could be a very free blue. And there's Morgana's Q coming down. Actually, they've probably now realised they're not even there. They've actually noticed each other now, and their CV on Team TANYA's going down at their own blue. So they're all checking the bushes right now just to make sure they're not going to be caught out. And there's, by the looks of it, they're all moving back to their own lanes right now. Yeah. Looks like Maokai sent up his saplings for taking out the wraiths. Almost said wolves. And there they go. And as always, he has to just clean it up. I've seen the entire team actually. Did he take those wraiths? Wolves? And no, he didn't actually. Moon was just gone straight for the blue golem without going for the wolves first. But we'll see how that goes. Maokai, obviously, because he started at wraiths, now having to start quite far behind. As we now go into the passive laning phase, as I like to call it. See the stats here. So, alright. Now we're going to see Aurelia put on that earlier harassment there for Gangplank, but it looks like it could be first blood. Almost first blood. Actually having to flash away. That could have gone very bad there for the top lane. Now this gave Gangplank a nice little head start there on his own lane. We're seeing the bottom lane, of course, taking the double golems as usual. Now it looks like Graves is going to get a lot of harassment there. And Ezreal almost actually taking the same amount of damage and dying. But with Sona's heal, he's going to be able to stay in that lane a lot longer right now than Graves. We'll have to see how it turns out. Especially if he can't dodge those Qs from Ezreal, because they do hurt early game quite a lot. Mid, we're going to see Xerath versus Morgana, of course. It's just looking like they're just both trying to hit each other but not get hit by each other. So it could probably be a very long way to do it. And we're seeing Aurelia actually being pushed out of lane quite easily there by Gangplank and his parlay. Now, is Gangplank running any crit chance? He is. He's got 10% crit chance. That's a good start. And we've got first blood actually coming down bottom from Maokai on Ezreal, and I'm sorry I missed that. I'm losing track of time apparently. I've seen Aurelia being bullied heavily right now by Gangplank. Now she's got a W, she can actually, I think she's just got a W, it looks like she did, yeah. So she's now gonna have that sustain, but it looks like Xerath and Maokai coming up top for a gank. Yeah, he's looking like an early gank right now. Now he's backing off, he's realising he has to actually go back to that lane. But it looks like Maokai's coming in right now, and it's going right behind him. That's a very long way for Gangplank to run, especially with his snare. It looks like he's waiting for him to pop it, and there we go, and there's the ignite. Even though he ain't on an RNG, he's going to actually fall down to Aurelia and Maokai there. That was an extremely long way to run for Maokai for that gank, but it paid off, and my mouse is really annoying me. Down bottom we've got Graves on 28 CS, Ezreal on 19, so he's already behind. We're seeing Amumu actually taking Maokai there. But it looks like Xerath's gonna take... In comes the taunt there. Not taunt, sorry, snare from Maokai, but only just getting away, even with a spell shield. Actually just dying. Literally right under a tower. So right now a very aggressive early game by Team Apex. We're seeing top. We're going to see Aurelia starting to push around Gangplank soon, with now her sustain, and it looks like we're going to have a gank on bottom, but Maokai is the only one there right now. It looks like he's actually just going to wait, and there comes the clairvoyance for the team. They know he's there right now, taking a lot of damage there from Sona. We've seen a ping coming down from Team Apex in the jungle for the clairvoyance, noticing their Mumu where Mumu is. And he's very blue buff dependent by the looks of it right now. He's got barely any mana. We've got Xerath in the middle actually stacking Doran's rings by the looks of it right now. Interesting way to do it. Aurelia on top with 29 CS, Gangplank on 43. So he's farming a lot better than Aurelia right now. Got Morgana coming up for a gank. Is this going to be a dead Aurelia? It actually might not be, but it looks like it's going to be. Yep, in comes the ultimate there from Gangplank. In comes on the ultimate from Morgana. It looks like it's going to be a dead Aurelia. It is. Only just though she actually would turn around and went for the stun on Morgana to try and stop her ultimate, but it was a bit too late by the looks of it right there. It seems bottom lane seem having alright time. They're just pushing them and harassing them by the looks of it. Seen a wriggle is now being finished on Gangplank actually. Very early for... I wouldn't say very early, but he's done extremely well for that in the early game. Oh, it looks like Gangplank getting ready to ward his... Yep, there we go, he's warding his river area now. Got Mumu coming down bottom and almost taking Janna, but not enough damage apparently to actually get him. Actually see Morgana coming down now for another gank. Is this gonna... It looks like it could be a dead Graves. Now she... Oh, now this could be a very dangerous play right now for Graves. And missing his W there. Getting hit by his Q, but obviously having that cleanse, just getting out the spellbind, no problem. Now we're going to see Gangplank actually taking a lot of damage up top. And Maokai even in Amumu's jungle. Xerath there taking a lot of damage, but taking out Ezreal really quickly by the looks of it. And Amumu taking Xerath down now. And that's a blue buff to Mumu right now. Actually Gangplank and Maokai. And they've that Gangplank, Aurelia sorry, on top with Maokai taking out Gangplank from under his tower. Again I'll say I'm extremely sorry I'm missing some of the kills here. But for only one spectator and shoutcaster, it's quite hard to hit every kill on the game. When you've got to keep an eye on the game and on the lanes. Now Aurelia sat there right behind his tower. That's a very interesting way to do it, but very dangerous right now because Gangplank is coming up. And it looks like she's going to have to back off right there because Mumu's coming up as well. In comes the E there from Gangplank to try and catch up. That top tower is now on less than half HP. So it seems like doing that was extremely useful right there, with Gangplank being out the lane. Now with Xerath's range, you do have to remember he can actually sit very far back and get the kills. Now it looks like he's popped his ultimate, just either trying to harass. Now it looks like he's trying to drag her to Maokai, and it looks like it's going to work. In comes the Maokai ultimate, but not quite doing enough damage right now. As you can see, bottom Graves now returning, still stacking his Doran Blades. He's got 70 CS. Ezreal on 56 actually, and it looks like he's just been damaged a hell of a lot. As soon as Sona moved out that lane, they went straight on him. Maokai coming down. And we're seeing Xerath actually going back in mid. Seems like Morgana actually did a lot more damage than he even predicted. Down bottom actually, we're seeing a little bit more action. We're seeing Sona caught with a Q there. Ezreal's ult going out there, almost catching Janna off guard. Ezreal now on no mana. He's going to have to play not extremely careful. But we've got Mumu coming in as well. They must know he's there. There comes the double ultimate right now. Janna's ultimate coming in, then Sona's. It's going to be a very dead Janna right now. She can do nothing. She's just going to run into the tower. There, that's what I'm talking about with those AoE ultimates. And Mumu's, Gangplank's, and then Sona's on top. And that's going to be what looks to be like a free Drake for Team Tanya right now. And to bear in mind that both solo tops don't have teleports, so we're going to have to see how that one turns out again as well for him. But this is looking like it could be a free Drake. Yep, free Drake. Well, I wouldn't say free, it was more or less uncontested there by Team Apex. They realised they couldn't do much. Now it looks like we're going to have some action on mid, and it looked almost falling down. Morgana only just falling down there to Xerath's Q. And I was talking about that range earlier. He can set out fights and deal that damage freely. Now we've got Gangplank coming down from the top lane actually. No, now he's just going to go ward it and run away actually. And Mumu taking quite a bit of damage there from Maokai's Q. His sapling, as it were. Seeing Aurelia going for that red. A few more pings there coming down from the purple team. Gangplank just getting that tower quite easily right now. Maokai's sapling is just going to actually seem to start to hurt. Now if Aurelia doesn't hurry back up top, that top tower is going to go down quite quickly. We're seeing an Aegis for Legion actually being finished on a Mumu quite early game, and it looks like Graves is going for a pickaxe and then an Infinity Edge. Mumu pinging their blue for Morgana to come get it. It looks like Maokai's also doing his. No, Mumu actually taking the blue instead of Morgana. Okay. And it looks like a Mumu's going to come in for another gank down bottom. His ultimate is ready. Sona's ult is ready. This could be very bad right now for the bottom lane. They've got to be extremely careful for how they place themselves right now, because that is a one lonely Graves there. Now it looks like Gangplank up top having to eat his oranges just to get out. It looks like they're going to go in for a tower dive actually. Now they are waiting for that lane to be pushed. It looks like they wanted to go for it, but we're actually going to go for it. Mumu pushing right up into their own bush, and Morgana coming from behind actually. Now this It's looking extremely painful for their bottom lane. Morgana's coming in. This is going to be an Amumu ult. And there's Sona ult coming in very soon, I can predict. With the Morgana ult. There we go. There's the cleanse and the flash. But Graves managing to dodge everything right now. But that Ezreal is just going to make it out. And Amumu as well. Oh, that was... In comes Xerath actually. Popping his burst right there. He's going to have to... Will he catch it? It looks like he will actually. There we go with his stun. Very well played there by the bottom lane. Even missing the 3 AoE ults pretty much. Now actually up top we've got Gangplank taking Aurelia. Very, very well played by the bottom lane right there. Graves actually using his E to dodge the ultimate first, and then just walking right past Sona's and cleansing and flashing out of Morgana's. Well played in that turnaround for events actually. We're seeing the bottom and the top towers now down. It looks like this middle tower could be going down as well now. Being chipped away, but Amumu coming in there. Seen a Rod of Ages being finished now on Morgana actually. 94 CS compared to Xerath's 108. Graves 125 CS. Ezreal 87. By the looks of it, he's extremely far behind in items right now, only having a Sheen. And we've got Maokai actually running in right there. It looks like they're actually going for a Morgana being focused like anything there. Hit by Janna and a Q, and then just dying extremely fast there. It looks like Gangplank popping his ultimate. I haven't seen Orange get out, and Janna's ultimate coming in there to blast away Sona and Gangplank. Now we've got Graves coming in now. Is this going to be a turnaround for events here? It looks like it is. That Gangplank is going down. And Maokai still, and actually no, Maokai and Xerath still standing actually. Aurelia taking out Sona there. Ezreal hitting Maokai. And cleanse coming in from Ezreal. That was a pretty fair team fight, I would have to say there. Both teams were caught out of place and split fighting. That's not exactly what I want to do, but that looks like it could be a dead Ezreal. That is going to be a dead Ezreal, only just though. Now that's going to be a dead middle tower as well. Right now Team Apex in the lead with 6 kills, 3 towers and 5k gold. Morgana taking a hell of a lot of damage there from Aurelia. And she's only got a Wriggles and Sheen. Now it looks like Xerath's actually going to be rushing the death cap right now. And as we now getting the pings from both teams, well, purple team, it looks like we're going to be seeing the dragon respawning it very, very soon. I actually got Xerath, sorry there, taking out Sona. And it looks like he's... Oh, it was just going to go fleeing Morgana as well. Now as we can see, purple team having to play extremely defensive right now. And they know that dragon's up. They know they're going to be going for it. But with... yep. It looks like Team Purple has every single one of their AoE ults up right now, so this could be extremely painful for Team Apex. And that looks like Janna's being caught out of place, and looks like she could be going down. No! In goes Amumu. There goes the ultimate to save him, but it's not going to be enough. Gangplank's ultimate coming in at the end. Ezreal's missing completely everything. Now, that is going to be an Xerath going down, is it? No, it's not. Only just getting out of there with his stun. And being hit with his large range on that Q. Now, that looks like Sona's going to pop her ult, hit all 3 of them, but no, it looks like it's going to be enough for Aurelia. Aurelia's going to be like, no, I'm God, I'm going to go for you. Now, are we going to see Aurelia taken out? No, we're going to see Maokai taking her. So right now, it's looking like Team Apex is walking through their jungle, just no problem. Seeing 2 wards down in the same place, actually, that's quite strange. Gonna rob their red. And we're still seeing Drake up, actually. But we're seeing Graves pushed out bottom lane extremely well, but Amumu coming around the corner. And now we're seeing Morgana going back into their jungle on their red, trying to go for it, but it looks like Morgana's going to go down. Yes, there we go. Morgana falling to Aurelia, and now Gangplank's in as well. Now this could be another dead Gangplank. I've actually seen a Moo being taken out by Graves down bottom. Graves almost down as well. We've got action everywhere right now. And there goes Graves falling to Ezreal. Now Xerath coming back. This looks like he will be going straight for that damage on Sona there. That was just like, what, 2 hits? And she had no HP whatsoever. He has now finished his death cap, and he is on nearly 400 AP there. But that damage straight up on Sona there, making a drop instantly. She does have 1,000 health, and we've seen Ezreal actually fall into Dragon. Oh dear, this is not looking very good right now, and there is the damage. Trying to catch Morgana there, but being chased by Mumu. And we've got Aurelia stealing their blue. It looks like she's gonna need it late for right now. Got the wards being dropped at Baron there. Now they do have Drake. We've seen a lot of pings come down now in their jungle. Xerath's range when he does use that is extremely amazing, and he's popped his entire burst and missed every single person right there. That is going to screw with him. And Mumu missing his bandage toss. Now we've got Irelia being pushed away, Graves coming in the back slowly. In comes the Gangplank and a Mumu ult. Is that going to be a Sona ult there? And it only just catches 2 of them. Morgana's ult coming in there as well now. And my mouse doing that again, and we're going to see Xerath just taking everyone out with that range. Now falling, now Gangplank's going to be able to get away. It looks like he is. Aurelia's only just going to get away. Graves picking up Ezreal there. Very well played there by Team Apex. Actually avoid majority of those AoE ults. I'm going to have to actually start using my mouse, my cursor keys to actually move the camera instead of my mouse, because it is screwing up. We're seeing the second tower, maybe actually no, they've just still left. There we go. Second tower on the bottom lane to be dropped. Now Gangplank chasing Aurelia. Is that a smart thing? It looks like he's not going to do it. Now we're seeing an Infinity Edge sorry, on Graves. It looks like they're actually still going for him, not realising there's Sona just dropping like a fly in these fights right now. Now with Morgana and Ezreal coming on there, so that looks like that's going to be a dead Graves right there. Probably realise he's not going to get out. We're going to Aurelia coming in now, and it looks like she's going to go down. Yeah, that is going to be one dead Aurelia right now. One more bandage toss. There we go. Maokai in the middle there, just chipping away at that tower. Janna's Q there, just preventing Morgana from following him. So yeah, we're seeing a Trinity Force on Aurelia and a Warden's Mail. We've seen a Death Cap and then soon to be a Raylight on Xerath, Shurelia's and a few Dawn Ring on Maokai. We're seeing a Trinity Force now being finished on Gangplank, and only a Rod of Ages on Morgana. Actually, Mumu only with the Aegis Legion and a Giant Spell. We're going to have to see how he brings that one back. It looks like Ezreal's also going to try and finish his Trinity Force, but he's also got a Brutalizer with that as well, so that's a bit of armor penetration there. Xerath there popping his extra range to try and catch someone out. They do know where Sona is right now, and it looks like they're going to try and go for him, but they're going to miss. Now Purple's team's ultimates are up, so we're going to have to see how this one plays out again for Team Apex and see if they can still avoid it. So far they've avoided every single, well not every single one, but they've managed to avoid the majority of AoE ults put together. Now Gangplank actually having to use his thingy there, oranges. Excuse me. In comes the Mumu ult, in comes the Ezreal, but Sona, Xerif's damage has taken everyone out right there. 3 dropped before even anyone on Team Apex there actually fell, except for Xerif. In comes the Shurelias, and then the ace at 25 minutes for Team Apex. That is extremely well played there. Now that was a dead Maokai there actually. He probably should have moved from that, but oh well. And we've got Aurelia there having a little bit of a giggle. Now we've seen Aurelia's now finished on Xerif. And it looks like Xerif and Aurelia are actually going to be carrying this one right through. Ezreal playing very dangerous here against an Aurelia, doing a lot of damage there, getting bandage tossed by Mumu and ignited. It looks like Aurelia's going to be falling. No, she's going to go straight for Ezreal before she falls. Ouch. Oh, Janna's got a bit of a running to do right there. Now it looks like she's going to try and lead him away from Graves, as she knows she is a dead person, as she is worth extreme gold. Yep. Janna said no, well, supports are generally worth not a lot due to how it works right now. I can't remember. Either way, we've got a dragon up and no one actually going for it right now. We've got Team Apex in the lead with 14 kills ahead, 30 to 16. They've got 11k gold lead and 6 towers. And I think they've got 2 Drakes right now, I can't remember. There's the Drake 4 purple team. But it looks like they're setting up for Baron. I mean, they do have the damage, but they have noticed they are trying to go for it. Now Graves and Aurelia are on the other side of the map. They can't actually go for this. So we're seeing now Graves and Aurelia coming up to join the team. We're seeing we're seeing now Ezreal with a Trinity Force and a Atma's Impaler on Gangplank right now. But it looks like Aurelia is going either for a Wit's End or Madred's right now, but I can't actually tell. It's hard to tell this early game with only having a recurve bow, since there's so many things it can be built from. Got Phantom Dancers finish as well on Graves now as well. Now it looks like they're going in for this fight. Strelia's being popped there by Maokai to get him out, and Xerif's Q hitting quite a lot. We've got Aurelia going in straight away there, taking a bit of damage, but just going for it. Now it seems like they've split their entire team up right now. Ezreal's still alive there, managing to just get out, but Aurelia following him. Gangplank only just getting away there on barely an HP. Now this is going to be a dead Sona by the looks of it, and a dead Amumu. Gangplank actually only just getting away on barely anything there. 51 HP. Now it looks like they're going to go straight flat inhibitor. Apex playing very well throughout this entire tournament. Right now they've had some tough games, but they've actually brought it back quite well. There's the first inhibitor down. I'm going to have to back off because the respawn for the other team is coming up, but Aurelia pushing up top extremely quickly right now. we go, and now it looks like they're all going to back off, and it looks like they're actually going for Baron. Or they're going to try and force a fight at Baron. No, it actually looks like they're going for it. And they got enough damage right now, but are they going to have enough before they actually come? Xerath in there taking all Sona out from that distance on that with that damage as well. Actually, that is tremendous damage there from Xerath. We've got Aurelia running in the back, going what looks to be straight for Morgana. Now being caught up, she's now screwed in that position. In comes the Gangplank ult, not doing enough though. Ezreal's ult only touching him. Now looks like that could be a dead Maokai. No, he's going to try and juke him, but it's not going to work. And Ezreal there taking thingy, and we've got Graves now coming in the back. That is going to be a dead Ezreal very quickly, and this Gangplank slowly falling, eating his oranges. That's going to be a dead Graves by the looks of it. In comes the ultimate from Janna, but the spell shield on Gangplank saving his life. Xerath now taking out Gangplank from the brushes. Aurelia looks like she's going to have some problems right now. Yep. Aurelia has fallen to a Mumu. Now we've got to bear in mind Xerath's now got to run away from a Mumu, Sona, and that damage again, in it comes! Now Xerath almost picking out Morgana though with his ultimate. He could be extremely clever and actually pick up a double if he was lucky enough, but I doubt he could. And he's going to pick up a Mumu right under the tower. Very well played there. Actually seen some abuse there in the chat. More luck please, noob, pathetic. Wow. Extremely angry player it seems, and it seems Morgana is trying to just run away right now. And as it's just throwing his saplings in there to try and catch Morgana, obviously being a bit too late. We've got actually a Mumu chatting, a lot of back chat there in the chat. It's very nice of him. Now it looks like Maokai and Graves are actually going to go and do this by themselves. They've got enough damage. I'm sure they can do it. In comes the clairvoyance there from Sona. Now I'm going to have to be extremely careful. This is going to be is this going to be a Baron Seal? No, it's not. Xerath actually popping his ultimate there just to make sure. So right now, Team Apex in the lead with a lot. We've got Aurelia running in to them, just 1v5 in them. Right now she feels deadly. We've actually got Xerath on the other side of the map though. I think they could use Xerath right now with his bursty damage and the amount of range he has when he pops his W. We've got Graves there being cut out by quite a lot of them, but Janna's Q coming in to help him get out. We've got Aurelia still just taking them blues. And it looks like Morgana just hitting Janna though with her Q, but nope. We've actually got Xerath backdooring them right now. And it looks like we're going to see a Sona ult just on Graves. Now it looks like Graves is going down, having to cleanse out and flash. He's going to go around the back and almost take that Sona there. Gangplank also just being decimated right now. Aurelia also coming in back and just taking Sona from the back. Now that is the dead Mumu and the ace. Very well played there, and that is going to be a surrender coming in from Team TANYA. And if I'm correct in what I'm saying, that is Apex to the semi-finals. That is very well played there.